Welcome in everyone to another episode on Gran Turismo 7. This time we are doing manufacturers and we are very excited. These are the races, only 5 rounds. First round at Suzuka, which is this race, and we are taking part with McLaren, of course. Unfortunately, this guy, Tantastic behind us, didn't understand the concept of making a space when qualifying and just decided to cause me absolute chaos on my first run during qualifying. And I don't know what he didn't get. It's not racing, bruv, it's qualifying. And he decided to just, well, he bumped us off. I mean, get good, bruv. Anyway, this was our last attempt to possibly get into the top 10. We were hoping for like top 5. We did have a car in front, but it wasn't causing us too much bother. We'd managed to make space because we know how to do that. Across the line, what are we gonna do? It's a bit of an improvement, and it originally set us in P6, but we ended up in P8. Here is our livery. Thank you very much to Mepsi, who is my fantastic car designer. Look at that absolute beauty. First race, the Manufacturers Cup. What can we do here? We pop ourselves just behind. It was looking quite good. We were going to brake early, but unfortunately I had a bit of an issue at this point where my cable came away. And I had to basically reattach it and come back into the race. Moving on. Lap 4, we overtook Unknown Racer. Then we got to meet Larry. Larry was a little slow and we did bum him. But we did, let him go because we're kind. I'm going to go down the inside of Larry. Oh, we cannot take this corner together. Nah, he brakes early. At least one of us is sensible. And we're about to overtake Jag in a place that probably isn't the best. He was a little slower than us, so it was important that we got that overtake done. Check out the weather radar. If you didn't do manufacturers this weekend, it was going to get very moist. We had deaths here. I mean, I could see that one coming. It promoted us to P9. The weather is shining down on us. At this point, the weather is here. We were really cautious the first race and we popped TC up once it got a little bit moist. And it wasn't really necessary. I was just being very, very cautious. We had Unknown Racer behind us. Now I think Unknown Racer is actually another streamer. They gave us a wonderful bump draft. Thank you very much for that. We were slower than them. We were tiptoeing round. We were very cautious. In the end, we let them go because we were just holding them up, and we flashed them and we thanked them for the bump draft. We decided to pit lap 11. I think that was kind of the best time to pit. We pitted for inters, came out in 11th. Now only part of the track at this point was wet, which was down the long back straight. Other people pitting here, we ended up in P8. This bit, once it got to like lap 14, 15, was torrential. Look at this. Sliding everywhere. You really do have to be careful on that brake. Honestly, I think Gran Turismo have got it really good with the wet weather. It is quite consistent on how a car would be in the wet weather under harsh braking. It's not bad for a Simcade, I have to say. We were running around on 4. Traction control, we probably didn't need to do that. We just needed to be more gentle on the accelerator. That's all we could do. P8, considering we were last, it took us a couple of laps to catch up. We were quite happy with P8. In the end, 40 seconds behind. Onwards to another qualifying lap. The sun is out. We were trying to make better on P5 that we were currently in. Let's see where this lap puts us. P2. 2 minutes 3. Not bad. Not bad. I was quite impressed with that. Now I know we're not OP times, but I was very impressed with that. Hoping and praying we can make something good of this race. Although we have got Jay behind us, we make a bit of a mess of this corner, and that just allows Jay to go through. And then Vinny ends up sweeping up the inside. That was all on us. That was a total mistake. We've just got to keep behind these guys, keep close to them, and don't let anyone else through. Get into a bit of a rhythm. We were being caught by Chuck, but we were trying our hardest. We did lose the pack a little bit, but Chuck was being a bit of a... Well, he was being an idiot. He was flashing me constantly. And it caused me to make a mistake, and that's what he was doing it for. So I decided to do exactly the same thing back to him. But I decided to squeeze down the inside because he braked way too early. And I was just flashing him the whole time. Just with my lights though, nothing else. Just to return the favour, really. To make him have a mistake, potentially. Like that lovely thing there. Oh, that's terrible. Were we still flashing him at that point? Yes, we were. We absolutely were. And then Karma comes around and slaps me in the face because I took way too much of that grass and gave myself a half a second penalty. And then here comes Dimitri. That penalty was daft. Absolutely daft. But he did manage to catch up with us, especially towards here. And then gives us a lovely bump. And then the cheeky mare goes past. What was that? You bumped me and then overtook me. We've lost TND, who was P1, unfortunately. Now it's getting darker. The first of the pitters are coming in. The rain was starting. It's lap 10. We decided to pit lap 10 as well, see if we could do the undercut. But we stupidly went across the line and give ourselves a 3-second penalty. I mean, just make it harder for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Talent low, penalties high. Why not? As you can see, it was really, really moist. It's not the worst moist situation it could have been. We decided to keep TC low as possible because it was costing us time and we already had that 3-second. Other people now pitting, but we'd lost time because the German in front of us had managed to just swoop past us because of that 3-second penalty. Oh. Well, that solved that problem then. Now we were catching until we made this stupid mistake. We basically followed the guy in front of us. We followed Chuck. And that's never a good thing. And it pushed us back. And then we lost P4 because of that stupid thing. But, I mean, considering the conditions, I mean, it was moist. Extremely moist. Really difficult towards the end. I was quite happy with P5. The best result of the day. Scrambling to get home safely. Not bad. For my skill level, anyway. I was quite pleased with that. We have 24 points, sorry. We have 24 points, but I don't know where that puts us in the leaderboard. We will be racing next weekend, so make sure you subscribe so that you too can catch all the amazing action. Thank you so much for watching.